the two moves that they made outside of Marner for Waugh, which was really forced upon them, and Vegas had them by the screws, so it was like, what do you think you can get? Yeah. All right, we'll take Nick Waugh. I think that's a good play. Waugh's a good player. He rejoins the lineup tonight. It sounds like Maccelli and Joshua are going to be healthy scratches tonight. Those are the only two moves Trey Living made.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he did.
Well, and both those
bring
teams
those two guys in.
Kind of wanted to give those guys
And both
away.
those teams have been awful.
Yeah.
Like Utah and Vancouver were terrible last year. And they're like, please just take these guys for picks. And there wasn't really any movement in the offseason. So I know,
the ones that they might have wanted, like Mason Marchment got basically dumped.
Yes.
For like a second round
Seattle,
pick. But the Leafs don't have a second round. Like they didn't have a pick.
Right. There just wasn't a lot of movement. Like a lot of guys just returned to their teams, and there weren't a lot of trades. And, obviously Tree Living was trying to dig around and do something, and he took a gamble on these two guys. Doesn't mean it's their time in Toronto is officially over. But if you're game 23 and it's desperate and you're both healthy scratches, which is what we believe happens tonight, that is also a sign. That's a message from the coach to the GM. Like, hey, thanks for helping, but I'll take it from here because I'm dying here and I got to get guys going. And I kind of appreciate that. Desperate time call for desperate measures. Like
that's when you know it's at a point, Brian, where he's like, I'm not doing these guys any more favors and getting the courtesy dress in the lineup.
Yeah.
Which should send a message to other guys in the lineup saying, I'm not pissing around anymore. I don't care what your status is, unless you're a Nyes or a Tavares or a Nylander or Matthews. Everyone else should be scared to death about coming out of the lineup because I started with those two, and it's going to start hitting home for the other guys.
Do you think he'll actually do that, though? Because we've never seen him do that.
Like you're talking, like Max Domi's
the one. Like that's
Domi's the guy. He's had a terrible start to the year.
He's been worse than both those guys.
He's been arguably their most detrimental player on the ice.
Yes, and continues to play.
Yes.
So,
not only continues to plays center where he's dying. Yeah, he's probably going to move tonight.
Yes.
But
whoever the personnel is, that should be the message. I'm starting with those two guys,
yeah.
And for anyone else that I've given the benefit of the doubt, it starts now because I'm tired of doing favors. We can't wait around for anybody to play well.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But he had no choice with those other two guys. Complete and, fair. Like, I'm just trying to be fair. I don't want to be negative, but watching them play, they are not contributing. Zero. Doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing it. It had to come out.
Yeah. I talked to both of them actually yesterday. Joshua seemed more distraught about like where he was at. Like you could kind of tell, like when you can talk to a player, and you can tell like, oh man, he's like fighting it. Like he felt that way. Maccelli felt more. I don't know. Like I think it's gone better for Maccelli. He's not a Berube player. Like that's pretty clear. And you wonder, like dating back to the summer, like why they thought he would work under Berube.
Jonas, everybody's got a different style of play. Not everybody goes out there and hammers guys through the boards and fights. Whatever you do, whatever skill set you do, and it's what makes teams good, is you have a bunch of different, unique players. And Maccelli could have been one of them. But the thing is, it's just like this show. All three of us offer different perspectives. But if you're garbage and you don't know how to do the show stinks. Right?
I guess my point...
Everybody on the ice has got to bring their own thing, and he wasn't bringing it at all. It could have been very effective. Was given a hell of an opportunity on the top six with both Tavares and Austin Matthews. Didn't play. Couldn't contribute. Non-factor.
Yeah.
Those are all fair points. I guess the only thing I would say is, like, stylistically the type of player that he is, it's going to be hard for him to win over someone like Craig Berube. He's not big. He's not really fast. He's not super hard on pucks.
Well,
he turns pucks over
those are decisions. Those are decisions he makes. I said the same thing about Max. Listen,
okay.
I said the same thing about Max Domi. If your skill game's not flying, you can offer and completely alter your game to say, I got to do something effective here, or I might find myself in big trouble. You've seen guys in the league who are top point producers that still have it in their mind that they're doing that, but they're not. So, like, statistically, they're not. And they have this ego where it's like, I'm a skill guy. You got to bring something else to the table. Finish your checks, be hard on pucks, get them in, get them out, blah, blah, blah. And if you don't change and do those things that can make you somewhat effective, you become useless, completely useless.
Well, and that's what is concerning about the disposition that you're you're explaining.
Yeah, it was
Because if his approach is, hey, I'm Maccelli, man. That's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to Maccelli this thing, and it's not like I'm not changing.
If he Maccelli's this thing, he'll be out of the game in a year.
I'm Maccelli. If he's Maccelliing it, then
the tough thing for him is like he has to take risks to make plays, and risks turn into odd man rushes, which turn into goals, which piss the hell out of the coach.
Yes,
which gets you scratched. But if you look like statistically, there's more of a case for him than it's looked. Like he's produced okay in his minutes. I don't think he's not a top 6 forward on a good team. Clearly,
that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
He's just in this middle area.
I'll explain to you strategically why that's happened to him and a bunch of other ones. They haven't generated enough zone time to have confidence with the puck and make those plays. So they're just having limited offensive zone time, or they might just cross the blue line and he thinks, oh, now's my time to make one of my Maccelli plays, and he coughs it up, and now's my time to show that I'm a skill guy, and he coughs it up, and then the coach goes nuts and pulls his hair out and says, I can't stand that guy. So as an offense, together, they just haven't had the puck enough to have confidence and make those plays. Because if you're cycling and dominating and being, active with defensemen pinching, and you always have the puck, you could get away with the odd giveaway, and the coach will be like, "Oh, that was a good try. You had him tired. That was a good try." But they never have that, and it's forcing guys to put themselves in position where they're forcing it themselves. It's like, I got to do something creative here, and it ain't the time. It ain't the time.
Well, and with Joshua, I wonder if he'd like a do-over with Jack Guy on Saturday night. Like maybe that simple. I drop the gloves and fought him, and then it changes something. But he's a guy.
Like win some respect from like the coach.
At a minimum, it's like I just didn't put up with something, and I showed I'm snapping.
Just like it's
old school.
Game,
but you know who would have done that 30 years ago? Is his coach.
Yeah.
Like his coach would have said, I'm not doing this. I'm going to snap and let people know I'm not happy. So we'll see. They'll get back in the lineup.
Jack Guy's a heavyweight, and sometimes you look at a guy and say,
I hear you.
That guy is out of my class, man.
Understandably.
You could bash his head
Easy for me to say, hey, go out and just fight a guy. I get it. But I'm just saying, like, he is a big boy that has fought throughout his career. He has not yet in Toronto. And if you're risking a scratch, there have been guys wired like that throughout their career that are like, I'm not going to accept that. So I'm curious what he does the next time he gets in. They'll put him back in. What this team needs to do, watching Dallas last night, even watching Edmonton when they had sparks of life, the defensive stuff is clearly important. They have to forecheck better.
Yeah,
like they've got to forecheck as a team better. You've got to put pressure on teams.
Well, it's what Jeff talked about.
They never do it.
It's circular. If you're not forechecking, you're not spending zone.
And that's got to start tonight.